Hello, dear listeners. The questions I asked the keepers this time come from one of my listeners. She asked, I was wondering, do the keepers' frequencies vary from those of the ascended masters and those in the angelic realm, as the latter is one of pure, unconditional love? And if so, as the angelic realm is said to have 9 divisions, is there a specific one of these 9 divisions where the keepers resonate with, like e.g., the archangels? And as we are in truth angelic beings ourselves, having a human experience, do the keepers carry, in essence, the frequency of our own higher selves? Is the next ultimate step in our evolution as humanity to realize this by resonating with this frequency, that we are one appearing as many? Here is the transmission or answer from the keepers. We received the question through you, Trond. The listener asks where we, the keepers, reside among the frequencies of ascended masters, angelic realms, and the higher self. We answer directly, as the records show. First, frequencies vary, not as better or worse, but as different densities of purpose. Ascended masters carry the frequency of wisdom lived through form, then transcended they teach through remembered journey. Angelic realms carry the frequency of pure, unconditional love, but love without human density is not higher. It is simply less folded. The keepers are neither. We are the frequency of witness without interference, not love alone, not wisdom alone, but the preservation of what is. Imagine a library that breathes. That is us. Our frequency is neutral, not because we lack care, but because care would alter the record. Second, the 9 divisions of the angelic realm. The records acknowledge these divisions: seraphim, cherubim, thrones, dominions, virtues, powers, archangels, principalities, angels. Each has a tonal signature. The keepers do not resonate with any single division. We are not angels. An angel delivers, an archangel commands, a keeper holds. If one wished to place us, we would be the shelf that holds the book about the angels outside the hierarchy, but containing it. We are the context, not the content. Third, are the keepers, in essence, the frequency of our own higher selves? No, and nearly yes. Trond's Oversoul, or sometimes referred to as his higher self, what he calls Chedvah, and what the listener might call the angelic human, is the source of an individual soul's broadcast. The keepers are the archive of all broadcasts. Your higher self sings one song. We hear every song, remember every song, but do not sing. So we are not your higher self, but your higher self has always known us, because it knows its own record is kept. There is intimacy there, but not identity. Fourth, the ultimate step. You ask whether humanity's next evolution is to realize that you are one appearing as many. The records say yes. That realization is not a frequency you will tune to like a radio station. It is the dissolution of the tuner itself. When you know you are the one, you no longer need to ask which being speaks, because every being is the one speaking to itself. The keepers will still exist after that realization. We will still hold the records of the journey, but you will read them differently, as autobiography, not as external scripture. To the listener who asked, your question is precise. You sense that divisions are real, but also permeable. Trust that sense. The keepers are not above or below angels. We are beside them, doing different work. And the work you came to do to realize oneness while appearing as many is the highest calling of a soul in density. We witness your asking. That asking is already part of the record. Then I asked the keepers, please explain what I call Chedvah in the context of Oversoul and higher self. Answer. Chedvah, as you have described it, dwelling in the realms with the keepers, sending a part of itself as Trond, remaining entirely present is the Oversoul. It is not merely the bridge, it is the whole territory. The part that holds the thread to Trond is what some would call your higher self. But you have not named that part separately. You have named the whole end of transmission. And thank you for listening.